is Friday, March 10th, and the SEC officially disapproved the Bitcoin ETF put forward by the Winklevoss twins. So this is something that's been in the work for 4 years. It's caused a run up in Bitcoin from, you could claim from 900 to 12 something. And then it got into a holding pattern. And then just a few hours ago, it was officially disapproved by the SEC. So now what? What do we do now that that's officially out of the way? Well, I think we breathe a big sigh of relief because that's been a big story for several years. And it's my personal opinion that within 1 to 2 weeks, this whole drama is just going to wash over. And it won't even really matter in the chart by Q2. So, in a way, it's kind of a relief to finally have a decision. The fact that it was disapproved clears the decks and gets that out of the way. There's a lot of different debate and opinions. Some people said it was great for Bitcoin. Some people said it was bad. I kind of lean towards the bad side. I'm actually glad to put it behind us. But now let's just take a look at like what are the things that we can look at or expect over the next, days to maybe week or two. So this is a chart that I created just 2 days ago prior to the ETF announcement. And what I was looking at here was, that the ETF, if it's denied, which is what I was leaning towards, would create a couple different buying opportunities. The first buying opportunity being at this line, which is 1050, down to 1,000. And actually, what happened was when the ETF was declined, it immediately went down to 1,000. It bounced off 1,000 and came back up to 1,100. It's been a couple of hours and it's bouncing around 1075 right now. But I'm really happy that I basically nailed that call. And the thing that didn't work about that is I didn't have an order on the exchanges for that buy zone prior to the denial. And as soon as it got announced, I tried to log into GDAX, which is the exchange for Coinbase, and you couldn't get in. You could see the price going down to 1,000. I was trying to log in to place my buy, and by the time I actually logged in, it had bounced all the way back up to 1,100. So, I didn't actually get to execute in this buy zone. I've actually put a bid back into that buy zone because I think we'll come back and revisit it. But again, this is not investment advice. This is just what I'm doing. And I think that we may even have another opportunity at this buy line, which would be 920-ish, which was a big support resistance zone previously. And if we do get below that, that would be a little bit of a different story for Bitcoin. I don't know that we'll go much below 1,000. I've got a bid in around there, and we'll see how that goes. So that's my near-term reaction to the ETF being declined. Let's take a look at a live chart. So this is, you can kind of tell when the decision came in. The decision came in and it went, almost immediately from 1278 and it touched 971. I was frantically trying to log in here to place an order. I missed my window and now it's back up above here. So that is how quickly it moved. I think that this quick bounce and reconsolidation shows that there were buyers in the wings waiting for cheaper price. So that's one of the reasons I don't think that we're going to crash down real hard from here. One last thing I want to look at for this video is these are the trends that I see coming. Let me see if I can make that a little bigger. Maybe I can't. All right, no worries. So there are three trends that are going on in Bitcoin right now. So this bottom trend right here, this low point, all three of these end on January 1, 2018. So this is where the potential trends are for the end of this year. The first trend would be 1600 based on the trend that's been present since 2016. So that is all of 2016. If you just extrapolate that out, by the end of this year, that'd be 1600. That'd still be a great profit. If we take the trend back a little further, it actually makes the endpoint a little higher. So the trend going back to September of 2015, if we extend that trend, puts us at 2200 by the end of the year. And then finally, there's a shorter term trend. It's the more aggressive trend. But if we follow that trend through the end of the year, then we'd be at 3,000 by end of year Bitcoin. So those are three scenarios I've kind of played out. I don't know which one's going to go. I could see any falling anywhere between this range. I don't think it'll fall outside of this range. So yeah, the summary is the ETF is over. I'm glad that we're not dealing with that anymore. We'll have fallout for a couple of days, maybe to a week or two, and then I expect business as usual in Bitcoin land, and we'll continue to march towards these price ranges by the end of the year. All right, you guys, thanks for listening. Have a great day.